try that. Check 1 2, check test 1 2. Check 1 2, check test 1 2. Can you hear me? Okay. All right, fun stuff. Let me switch cameras here and see, can you guys hear me when I'm talking on this right here? Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so everyone can hear me now. The question is, when I switch it over to where they can see you, if that changes. So let me know, guys, when you see Bob, if you can still hear okay. Can you guys still hear okay at this point? Left channel only. Well, that's a settings issue, and we will deal with that later because I'm okay with that. All right, cool. I might actually be able to fix that right away. So, Bob, can we start with just talking about what it is who you are and what you do for Batdorf and Bronson? So, I'm hearing from folks that they are not hearing you. So let me see what I need to do to fix that. Yeah, I can hear you fine. And audio output is supposed to be capturing from there. Let me just check the guys. Apologize for the issues if you're not hearing us right, but we tested all of this and it all worked previously, but that's okay. Give me 1 second here. Let me just check a setting here. I bet I know how to fix this. Let's see. Just checking the settings in, how do I get to them? Oh, here we go. Audio. Everything looks correct. Everything looks like it's going in the right space. Mic, output level. Check 1 2, check test 1 2. Check 1 2, test 1 2. All right, Bob, can you say something? Let me try this.
Geisha, talking Colombia. I just heard myself.
I know, I'm messing with the options here.
Yeah, all right.
Check 1 2, check test 1 2. Looks like the audio output is... Alright, I got an idea. How about this? This might create a little bit of a you can hear yourself kind of thing, but it might fix the issue. So let's switch it to that. And then let me switch. Guys, we're hanging in there with us. And then let's switch this. Oh, you hear Bob? Bob, say something.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Can you guys hear Bob?
Bob here and Ollie. Talking coffee. Is that a yes? Is that affirmative?
Was affirmative for sure. I'm going to switch this to what I think will fix it. Okay. One more time, Bob.
All right. Just enjoying some coffee here on a cloudy afternoon in Olympia, Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, we good?
I think we are good.
Yeah.
I think we are good.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna get going.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So, all right. Well, you had asked me to kind of give a brief introduction. I think the last time people lost audio. So, my name's Bob. I'm the Greek coffee buyer for Batdorf Bronson. I live here in Olympia, Washington, where we have one of our 2 roasting facilities. Been working for the company for over 20 years. Roasting coffee, packaging coffee. Done a little bit of everything. Interestingly enough, Brendan, I don't know if you knew this about me. I believe I've shared it with you, but the one job that I've never had at the company was a barista. I've never been a barista, so maybe one day we'll change that.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Well,
You think we're doing pretty good now?
I think so. Hang on one second here. I think we lost the... There we go.
I bet we've lost just about everybody that tuned in at this point.
Oh, we've still got 11 people watching, hanging in with us. So thank you guys for doing that. I'm going to assume you guys cannot see Bob right now, because for some reason that went away. Let me try something here. All right, well, let's just keep going. Can't see you. Shoot. Hang on. I'm
Brandon, why don't we just call it quits here, make sure we get our stuff working without having people hang on. Can we reschedule?
Yeah, I tell you what. I'm gonna jump on by myself. Actually, why don't you call me? Call me on the phone, and I'm gonna jump on by myself because it's working when I switch to this, and I'll just have you on by phone because I've got everything in front of me. We can chat. Is that okay?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I'm gonna end the Zoom call. Just call my cell phone, and we'll get it going. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Through the conversation, if it makes more sense to try doing it.
Sure.
Video feed again, just let me know.
I will. Thanks. Okay, guys. Hey, guys. Well, that was fun. Sorry about that. Let me know if you can see and hear everything now. You should be able to. Without too much trouble. Bob is going to call me by phone. I apologize. We tested that twice with 2 different people and had it working. For some reason, we're having some trouble. But we do have some stuff going on right now. So can somebody just let me know if you are okay, if you're hearing me okay now? And then I'm going to have Bob on in a second, and then we're going to talk about this coffee. Can you guys just verify? You should just be able to see me. Okay, you can see, and you can see in here. Great. Okay, again, I'm so sorry for the technical issues. I promise we will figure it out. We're learning. We're all learning. But I've got a phone call from Bob. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
Actually, can I switch this to FaceTime through here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. I'm going to FaceTime him. Hey, Bob, I'm going to turn you to the folks at home. So, this is called a lo-fi text solution.
All right. Well, let me. I guess I should put the phone back in my tripod here.
Yeah. I'm going to have Bob up to my microphone, so maybe you can hear it. But if you can't hear him, I will personally translate as necessary. So, while we get going here, while Bob's kind of getting situated, I'm going to drink some of this coffee.
I'm ready to do this. So.
Okay. Cool. Can you guys, by any chance, hear Bob? If Bob.
Hey, so I'm talking right now. I'm sure that there's going to be some kind of audio feedback, but we'll do our best. I see your screen there, Brendan. It's good luck.
Doing the best we can. Can you guys hear Bob talking? Let me know. Yay or nay. And if not, I'll kind of translate. So Bob is our green bean buyer. He was talking a little bit about how long did you say you've been with Batdorf, Bob?
24 years.
24 years with Batdorf and Bronson. Awesome.
Look, in the 3-year maximum time in trends that we're experiencing these days.
Right. So that's amazing. And he was saying earlier that the only one particular job that he's never done for Batdorf is he's never been a barista. You can hear him not real clear. If you have a question, if you need to repeat something, just drop it in the comments and I'll say it.
Yeah.
I know this is low tech, but we love you guys and we appreciate you tuning in. So Bob, tell us about what we're doing today.
Yeah, so when you invited me on, I thought one of the things, people are always asking me new coffees, right? So I had just approved and shipped a Colombian Geisha, Geisha being the variety of coffee that this is. It's from a farm called Villa Esperanza. And I can talk, a little bit about the history of this particular variety and where it came from and what makes it so special. But, I just thought it'd be good thing for you to taste and share with some customers and start to get people excited about this coffee, which
Cool.
We're probably going to launch and we'll probably see available for sale in about a month or so. So
Okay.
if not, mid-June.
So just in case people are having a hard time here, and I know they said they can hear you a little bit, I'm going to recap that real quick. So Bob sent me some samples of a new coffee, which is a Colombia Geisha, which Bob's going to talk about a little bit more in a second. It's from You say it's from La Esperanza?
The name of the farm is called Villa Esperanza.
Villa Esperanza. And, uh-huh.
Well, I know we currently have a Guatemalan coffee called La Esperanza, and it is a pretty common name for farms throughout Latin America.
Okay. Cool. So, we're going to have this coffee available in about a month. And so this is just kind of a first taste. And I can say from just brewing up this Chemex that this has been really, really excellent. But I've also got some cupping bowls in front of me, so I thought we could cup a little bit.
Yeah, so I think one of the things that we talked a little bit about, Brendan, was, what we do when we get a new coffee, how we approach developing a roast profile for it. And the samples, you receive 3 samples. Those are 3 different roasts that we did on a small 1 kilo roasting machine that's in the Atlanta roastery. So basically we start by doing these tiny loads just to see how the coffee performs at different roast times, different roast levels. And these are three examples of that. And we'll use the information we get from this to settle on our regular production roast profile.
Cool. Awesome. Well, do you want to just cup the coffees and then come back and we'll talk about it?
I'm gonna fire my water back up. My water is cooled off a little, but I'm gonna get that hotted back up. And then I selfishly only set up 1 cup of each of the samples. I was gonna do 2, but like I said, I kind of wanted to save some of the sample for my own personal consumption here. But we'll get a really good idea of how that coffee tastes just from the 1 sample.
Cool.
And then I'll brew it as well and just taste things. And I don't know what the specifics were with each of these roasts, but it's something that I'll go back and ask the roaster, Katie, who did these in Atlanta, what some of the details surrounding each of the different samples are.
Okay, before we do the cupping, maybe you can talk a little bit about Geisha coffees and what they are.
Yeah, so just let me know if you want me to stop and you're going to kind of repeat what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the variety is called Geisha. It's believed to have originated in Ethiopia, where coffee itself originated. It's on the Typica side of the coffee family tree. And it's really unique tasting. Really nobody had even heard of this variety or really tasted it, I guess, or knowingly tasted it until 2004. And it was in 2004 with the Best of Panama auction. The Peterson family from Finca La Esmeralda in Boquete, Panama, submitted this coffee, and it just kind of took the coffee world by storm, so to speak. And it's been kind of making waves ever since. At the time, the coffee at auction fetched, I believe it was $21 a pound green, which was just, people were like, whoa, north of $20 a pound. I believe there's been instances where this variety at different auctions has since, it's been fetching hundreds of dollars a pound to green. So it really did kind of change the landscape of what people's expectations were for how much coffee costs and what coffee should taste like or could taste like.
Awesome. So apparently me cupping the phone against my head, weirdly for you, sounds great to everyone else. So I'm not going to repeat what you said because apparently they can hear you just fine.
Okay. I won't comment on what I see on the screen. So.
Please don't. Thank you.
All right. So basically, since 2004, people have really kind of gotten seed stock of this coffee. planted it in different parts of the world, different parts of Latin America. And this is why you've seen some of this variety in coffee from different producing countries. In this case, Colombia. Panama obviously is still one of the more known producers, but I've seen geishas at this point coming from just about every coffee producing country in Latin America and beyond. So once again, though, originated in Ethiopia. There's actually a little town in Ethiopia called Geisha or Geisha, Gesha. You might see it spelled different ways by different people. Just it's everyone's got a different idea about exactly what it is, but yeah. So we're gonna taste it. Managed to get a hold of a small quantity of this coffee. It's from like I said, the farm's called Villa Esperanza in Colombia. It's actually in northern Colombia, the area that it comes from, which is different than what some of our other Colombian purchases have been. It's a farm that's owned by a producing group, a collective, and their milling facilities are operated by our friends at La Manita Coffee. So this was basically how we encountered it, tasted it. In fact, Larry Shalane, the owner of the company, was on a trip to Colombia when he tasted this coffee about, I guess it was about 4 months ago. It was towards the end of December. And said, hey, you should try this. So I did, and obviously it was really nice. And we managed to buy it. 4 bags total. So really small quantity.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour my cups over here on the table.
Okay.
And get a timer going.
Okay.
So obviously, when I walk away from the phone, the audio is probably going to get a little challenging, but
That's okay. I'll work on it on my end, and then I'll pull you back in a minute. All right, guys, thanks for hanging on with this fun stuff. You can see Bob is diligently pouring his coffee, so I'm going to do the same with mine. And because we had our Zoom thing going, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can get my second camera back. Reclaim that camera. So give me 1 second. That way I can show you my coffee as well. And hopefully this will work. No, it might not work. Okay, you're going to get the up top view. So, what I'm going to do...
Obviously, people that have tuned into these cuppings before, pretty standard. I use a measured amount of coffee. In this instance, it's 7 grams per 5 ounce. It looks like, Brendan, you got the ceramic bowls, I think is what I saw there. I use just these little 5 ounce glasses, little rocks glasses. And once again, as I always tell people, you can do this any way you want, but the important thing is you just do it the same way every time. Consistency is what you want. As long as you're consistent, you can kind of develop your own protocol.
Cool. Yeah, I'm using 20 grams myself.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta conserve coffee, man. It's
dude, I mean,
tough times, right?
I'm with you on that one, especially with the geisha. I'm 100% with you.
Hence my 1 cup samples.
So what Bob's saying is normally when we cup coffee, we cup more than 1 sample from each roast. And the reason we do that is because we don't want one bean that maybe didn't come out right, a burnt bean, or some imperfection that's not typical of the entire coffee to impact our view of it. So by having multiples, we have some redundancy there to form our opinion based on. That sound right?
Yeah. Obviously, with this coffee, I'm pretty certain there's no defects.
Sure.
was something really like a type sample that I'm tasting for evaluation, I'd want to set up more cups.
Right.
With the goal being to see consistency from cup to cup.
Right. Yep.
Once again, 3 samples here. There's 3 different roasts of the same coffee done on a very small 1 kilo roasting machine.
Perfect. And I'm going to come around here and kind of get creative, show you guys what we have going on. Hey, look at that. All right.
Making me dizzy, man.
I know. All right, so
I'm getting close to my 4-minute mark here, so I'm going to go up and break the crust on those coffees.
okay. So I'm going to grab my spoons. I'm pretty close to hitting that spot too. What we're doing is we're giving 4 minutes for the coffee to brew. Let's put Bob down here in front. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to break the crust on the coffees. The crust is the grounds that have formed on the top. So I'm going to take my spoon and take 3 passes, back, forward, back, and then I'm going to sink the grounds. I'll knock off any extra, and I'm going to rinse, which is really important. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to transfer coffee from one sample to another and kind of cross-contaminate. So I'm going to rinse with some hot water. And I'm going to break the second one. Kind of trying to get a good sniff of it, see what it smells like wet. We also smell the coffee when it's dry. Just see what kind of aromatic stuff we pick up. And then we're kind of looking at, are there differences between the cups? Now that these are broken, I'm going to just clean them up a little bit. So I'm skimming off any oils or any ground coffee off the surface. And that's going to allow me to taste it, get any bits of grounds that are still floating out of there. And that's also going to get rid of those oils, and those oils can be kind of bitter. So we really don't want that to be what we're basing our evaluation on. So I'm just going to clean that up. I like to use 2 spoons to do that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just good enough. I'm going to bring Bob back to the mic. Hey, Bob.
How's it going?
Good.
Right,
I just cleaned up and...
Yeah, as you explained, we just kind of skim that foam off the top, let the coffee cool off a little bit. Temperature being what it is, whenever we're, tasting coffee or eating foods or drinking beer, obviously things taste different at different temperature ranges, so it's something that I always like to make sure to emphasize when I'm comping with people that, don't just taste the coffee when it's really hot, let it cool off. I usually run my timer up so that I know exactly how far into it I am. Actually, one of the reasons why I use these small glasses is so that the coffee cools a little faster. I like to really kind of focus on how this coffee tastes after it cools off a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. I always like to tell people, if you've ever made yourself a cup of coffee at home and you forgot about it, you left it on the counter, you got distracted, the kids, the dog, whatever, and you just forget it exists. You come back in an hour and it's stone cold, but hey, you're frugal, right? So you take a sip, spit it out, dump the coffee, and have a terrible day. That was probably bad coffee to begin with. Good coffee tastes good when it cools off. Heat doesn't really change the flavor, but it does inhibit our ability to taste everything that's there. So when we're evaluating coffee, we try to do it as close to room temperature as possible because we really want a transparent picture of all the flavor that's in that coffee.
Yeah, so once again, this is a coffee that we'll offer. It'll be part of our Voyager lineup. The coffees that are here and then gone shortly. Mid-June.
Okay, mid-June.
Yes, so price point on this coffee is going to be somewhat higher than usual coffees in our lineup. But once again, as I discussed with what this coffee is, how it's cultivated, and what the limited availability is, it really does command higher prices. And I think customers really do notice the difference when they drink it. It is something truly different. And, I've tasted a lot of different geishas in the 16 years since the first one wowed everybody from Panama. And it doesn't taste the same everywhere that it grows. And some lots or some production years are better than others. And we always kind of have this archetypal vision or flavor that we feel like this should really live up to, and not all of them have. However, I do feel like this particular coffee, obviously this is why we purchased it, does share that real, kind of Hawaiian punch, jasmine, just floral, has a real almost kind of a piney or hop-like quality to it. It's delicate and yet really just flavorful at the same time.
Awesome. Well, let's cup it. Let's taste them.
Of my 1 cup from each sample. I did notice just on the aromatics that the second sample, number 2, smelled a little. There was a little bit of a I won't say carbon, but something a little deeper. I think the rose profile on that one might have been a little more developed. So we'll see if that shows up. This is just kind of what's going through my head as I'm getting ready to taste these. How those aromatics express themselves in the cup.
Cool. Okay.
All right. I just got to find the spoon that I had. There it is.
All right, guys, I'm going to take you with me. Sorry about that. Okay, let's taste some coffee. Okay.
All right. So coffees are still pretty warm, but like I said, we want to taste throughout this temperature range. Definitely, get that floral quality from it. A little bit of jasmine, a little bit of pine. I think as the coffees cool off, we'll get more of that kind of tropical punch flavor. Like I said, this really does fit that idea that I have about what this coffee indeed should taste like, based on what I know the variety is and how it can taste.
Yeah. Yeah, I only tasted them one time, which is abnormal, but I'm currently holding the camera in my hand and pushing on a microphone, and it's a little weird right now. But in that taste, especially the second sample for me, I got a lot of that kind of like tropical sweetness. When you said Hawaiian punch, that really rung true to what I was kind of tasting. So I'm super excited to get these coffees next month.
Yeah, we'll be talking more about it, I'm sure. You know, I'll get my coffee report written up, have some more, details about the coffee itself. But, it's one of those things where when it shows up in the roastery, everybody gets really excited, and we just kind of can't wait to share it. So,
yeah. Cool.
Like I said, when you asked me about this week, I'm like, ooh, I might be able to get one of those done in time. And
man.
Set that down, so.
That's amazing. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
And sorry about the technical issues, guys. I can't believe you guys are hanging in and watching with us. We still got a nice little crowd, so we appreciate it. I'm going to call it there, though. And, Bob, maybe we'll figure out what to do to make this work a little smoother, but if not, maybe we can just record a little video call, talk about the coffee, and we can show it to folks later so they can hear from you.
No
again.
We'll work it out.
Sweet. Thanks, Bob. All right. Talk to you later. We'll let you go. And he was just saying goodbye. Thank you all for watching today. Woo! Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry we had some issues, but remember we have that code Watch and Learn 10 where you can save 10% off of whatever coffees you need from batdorfcoffee.com. And fix this real quick. There we go. Perfect. Anyway, so again, just to recap, hey, Kitty, thanks for tuning in. Just to recap, this is a geisha. It's a very rare, often very expensive coffee variety that is coming to us, in this case from Colombia. It's originally an Ethiopian variety that was first discovered almost 20 years ago, I believe 2004 in Panama, and it blew the coffee world wide open. It was so incredible. We were lucky enough to be able to get a very small amount of this coffee, just 4 bags of it. Our bags are bigger than the ones you buy, so don't worry, there'll be enough. But it will be a Voyager coffee, which means it's here for a little while, and when it's gone, it's gone. So be on the lookout for that. I don't have pricing yet. I do know that we're probably going to be able to price this pretty competitively for a geisha, so you really should be on the lookout in about a month for the debut of that coffee. It's sweet, it's delicious. I can't wait to make more of it. And thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll be back with you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. So tune in then. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in. Also, before I let you go, we've got a special event coming up very soon. We're going to do a Zoom call with you. So if you would like to brew coffee with me and with some of the Batdorf staff, some of our team, our trainers, our roasters, our experts, we're going to do a call on Zoom live on the 30th, which is a Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. If you sign up to be a part of that, what we're going to do is we're all going to brew the same coffee together. So there's a poll right now on Facebook in our group, Batdorf Boosters VIP Coffee Club. If you go to that poll, There's two of them, actually. You can vote in one poll for which coffee you would like for us all to brew. And you have a choice of the 4 newest coffees that we offer. And you can vote on the brew method. So if you want to use a Chemex, a V60, a Clever Dripper, or an AeroPress, vote for your favorite in the Batdorf Boosters VIP Coffee Club Facebook group. The winning coffee and the winning brew method will be what we brew together on Saturday the 30th. So we're going to give you plenty of time to order the coffee so we can all have that same coffee fresh. If you don't have the brewer, you can order that too. If you like to join us, and one person who is on that Zoom call brewing with us is going to win a 6-month Roaster's Choice coffee prize. For 6 months, twice a month, we're going to send you a bag of coffee, and that's really exciting to me. It's going to be an amazing prize. Plus, you get the fun of brewing along with our whole team right on Zoom. We'll be talking together. If you have questions in the moment, you can ask them. We can talk about what we like about the coffee, talk about what we're tasting, just have a lot of fun. If you need to tighten up your technique, that'll be a great place to do it. So join the Batdorf Boosters Facebook group and cast your vote now for the coffee and the brewer. And then you'll be able to order that coffee, and we'll see you on the 30th. Okay? Josh is with us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon. Tune in then. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you. We'll see you soon.